welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, good to see you again. So in today's video, I'm just going to be answering a couple of questions that I got. I did a ask me anything tag. I hope this thing is straight. It's looking like it's not straight. Is it straight? Is it straight? Manage like that. So I wanted to do like a story time, but I was just like all over the place. I don't know what to say exactly. So I asked people on Instagram to ask me any question about my getting married, my wedding. So just for context, I had my wedding on a Thursday, the 20th of January 2022, less than a little over 3 weeks after I got engaged. Was it? Let's just say a month after I got engaged. And what people do not know is that even though to people it's like, oh, we decided to get married in a month, or we got married in a month after I got engaged, we had actually been planning to get married long before we got engaged. And that's why my engagement was obviously a surprise to me because of like the dynamics around it. I was literally shocked, but I was expecting to be engaged soon, not on that day, because my husband played with my mind, but I was expecting to be engaged soon. So we had been talking about getting married for about 7 months before I was engaged. So it was not really a shock. It was not really a new thing for us. Yeah. So I'm just going to be answering questions about how we got our parents on board, because it was quite a lot. How I put a wedding of less than 30 people, of all the people I knew, and then there was just only one person in my wedding that I had never seen before that day, and that's because we only gave our parents one slot each to invite people. So our parents, mother father could only invite one person each, and my father invited 2 people. One person that I knew before that day, and another person that I had never seen before that day. So that was the only person in my, let's just say 30 people that attended my wedding that I had never seen before that day. I'm never going to see again. And let's just leave that I had never seen before that day. So every other person in my wedding, I knew them personally. They were either our close friends or our close family, and we were in contact with them. They are dear to our heart. So every single person that attended our wedding was really dear to our hearts. Yeah, and that was less than 30 people, and I had my wedding on a weekday, on a Thursday. My cut wedding and my white wedding on a Thursday. So I'm just going to be answering questions that people asked me about my wedding. Theophila says, "Did you have any expectations?" I don't really get what you mean. But bringing it to my wedding, because of situations, or because of our own circumstance. It's not circumstance, seems like a bad word, but because of where we were, and doesn't mean financially, it was not financially, just because of what we wanted to do at this point in our life, of which you might understand later, we decided to have a small wedding and invite only people that were really dear to us. There were people that were really dear to us that were not in our wedding. It was mostly because of the space constraints, because the place we got, thanks to my pastor that gave us the space to use for free, we were only able to cater for 40 people. Yeah, the place could only take 40 chairs. So I don't really know how to answer this question, but I hope I don't really know how to answer this question. I'm sorry. Expectations for marriage. Yes, I had expectations for marriage, if that's what you mean. I don't really understand what you mean. How did the wedding feeling feel? To be honest, I had such a short time to plan my wedding, so I couldn't really like take time to soak in everything that was happening, because it happened like this. So it was like on the day of the wedding I was like, babe, are we crazy? What are we doing? But after the wedding, it felt really good. I know without a shadow of doubt that I made, like, this is my biggest yes and my most accurate, if that's a word, if you understand. Yeah, my best yes after salvation. How was wedding shopping? Oh my god, thanks to my friends Jedediah, Favor, Shato, God bless Shato, Esther Ozodi. I really had a relatively smooth wedding planning. I had only 3 weeks to plan my wedding. In fact, I didn't see my wedding gown until the evening before my wedding, and my wedding gown was coming from Abuja, and I did my wedding in Lagos. So yeah, it was really good. I had a lot of help from my friends, my family, my mom, God bless her, God bless her. Did you have a traditional wedding? No, I did not have a traditional wedding. I had like something called let's call it an introduction, where my bride price was paid basically, but I did not have a traditional wedding. You guys had fun. We had fun because like we loved everybody that came for our wedding, and they were our closest friends and family, so we're really comfortable with them. So we actually had a really good time. Did you have a reception? No, I did not have like a reception, normal reception. Well, what is normal? I call it shots. I call my shots. Well, we had a get together of our closest friends after the wedding. After people left, some of our closest friends just stayed back, and we just like had fun, danced, played, and then after that we went to another friend's house, and we went to another friend's house with some of our closest friends, and we just like had fun, played, or tell us how you met Miriam, blah blah blah, tell us how you met laughter. So we had that. How did you feel towards preparation? I think I already answered this. I did not really have time to soak it in because everything was going fast and I was doing a lot at the same time. So it was not until the day of my wedding that I was like, okay, this is really happening. Next question says, how was the whole day? It was really nice. That's all I can say. It was really nice. I had an amazing time. I had a really good time on my wedding day. Were you worried that you offend people since you could? Oh yes, I couldn't invite a lot of people for my wedding. So some people were, well, you know, the mantra I took into this wedding thing, and it was something, I think it was Pastor Kinsey that said it, and I just held on to it. It says that those that matter won't mind, and those that mind don't matter. And to be very honest, that was it, because every single person that like mattered to us, that loved us and couldn't make our wedding, they really understood. They still sent us gifts, they still supported us. Toya was ready to come for my wedding from Abuja, but I told her that, oh, I'm sorry, but I don't think it's necessary for you to come all the way since we have space constraints. And she was so understanding. She didn't make me feel bad that I'm not comparing. Like, she didn't make me feel bad at all. She really understood. She didn't allow me to explain myself too much. And what she was just after was that I had a good time. So also Pastor Ernie, Pastor Tolu, Taiwo, Excel, Joy, Faith Babs, Pastor Nelson, Faith Kemi, a lot of other of my really close friends, they couldn't attend my wedding because of the space constraints, but then they were still really supportive. Now some extended family members that couldn't attend my wedding, they're still not talking to my mom till today. But doesn't matter, we don't care. So how did you convince your parents about having a small wedding? Like, bless our parents, they were really understanding. So we had fights concerning this wedding planning. We got to a point where they were like, your type of small is too small, but they were still really understanding. They gave their all, they gave their time, their resources to our wedding. So to be like, to answer the question, Laughter spoke to his parents, I spoke to my parents, and they also understood what we're trying to achieve, right? To be honest, it did not take a lot of convincing, but we prayed. I remember my own side of family had given their go ahead. The Laughter side of the family, they were still like to contemplate that, oh, is it not too, are we not rushing? So I prayed about it, and then I prayed about it on a Saturday, and this was before we got engaged anyway. I prayed about it on a Saturday, and then the next day, Sunday, they gave the approval. So we prayed about it. We spoke to our families. Laughter faced his own family. I faced my family because I'm the one that can best address them or speak to them, and they understand basically. But in all, they understood what we're trying to achieve, and then they supported us. Do you usually forget sometimes that you are married? Yes, I forget that I'm married sometimes. I forget. How did you feel the morning of my wedding? The morning of the wedding, or the morning after the wedding? The morning of the wedding, I was with my best friends. It was really a good time. We woke up early. Nobody brought toothpaste, so we're looking for toothpaste everywhere. It was a good time. I felt happy. I felt like, oh my god, this is happening. I felt happy. The morning after my wedding, I felt an overwhelming sense of, I felt like an overwhelming joy and happiness in my heart. Yeah, so that's how I felt. Was it how you dreamt it to be? Good question. To be honest, I was not really the girl that like had always imagined her wedding day from when she was small. When I started looking into wedding gowns, I knew that was before I got engaged. Before I got engaged, I knew that I wanted a big wedding gown, and thanks to my friends, they made it happen. Even when I was going to settle for, oh, let me just wear anything, my friends were like, nope, we're not going to allow that. Even for them, before they allowed me do my makeup for my wedding, it was a war. I had to fight them. I said, you guys, don't worry, it's fine. I'm not sad. I can do this. And they eventually allowed me to do my makeup myself for my wedding. But every other thing, they were like, nope. So I didn't really have like a dream wedding, right? I think that was why it was easy for me to make compromises on a lot of things. And we knew that we were not trying to impress anybody. We just wanted to get married. So anybody that was not impressed by our wedding, sorry, maybe you can trust on that wedding, we would gladly come. But we did what we wanted to do, and we were very, very happy with it. Our friends supported us, our family supported us, our pastors supported us, and that was literally all that mattered to us. So yeah. Please talk about how you were able to deal with finances. I don't understand. Do you mean finances in marriage or planning the wedding? Okay, planning the wedding. I'm going to talk about planning the wedding. We had a budget, and to a good extent, I'm not true. We had a budget. That was just what we did, and then we received a lot of favors. Like the venue we used, our pastor, Pastor Emmanuel, our lead pastor, Pastor Emmanuel, gave it to us for free. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Daddy. So I don't really know what you're talking about. How to manage, how we were able to deal with finances. I don't really know what you're talking about. But for our wedding, we had a budget, and we followed it to a large extent. And then we're also able to cut down. I think that we knew what mattered to us, so we're not trying to impress anybody to do what we could not afford. Yeah. Was there an introduction and a traditional ceremony, or just a white one? We had an introduction the Saturday before our wedding. The Saturday before the Thursday that was our wedding. No, we did not have a traditional wedding. We had an introduction, and my bride price was paid the next day via online transfer. And we had a white wedding. Did you have any expectations? I've answered this. Congratulations, where did you guys meet? Where did we meet? I think we once had a video of this, so I have taken it down. Let me see if there's some other question. If I answer this. Oh, I've answered everything. I'm so sad. I finished fast. Okay, so last question. How and where did you guys meet? Where? We met in Covenant University Student Chapel on a Saturday morning, no afternoon. How did we meet? One of my friends, Pastor Annie, introduced us. Yeah, that was how we met. Full details. I'll give you full details in another video. Yo, oh my god, it finished fast. So now I'm going to just play random clips from my wedding day. You guys just look at and don't go anywhere. Watch it. Very nice.
Dressed in it's her fit.
She said yes to the dress.
Are you sure it's not too big?
Let me come back.
You people see the color of veil that this girl went to buy. She went to buy cream.
Your white.
Look at her dress, look at the veil, please. Look at your friend, guys. You are Momo the bride. Look at you.
If I got pure white, this one would be this one. Do you get?
But the contrast wouldn't be that much.
What do you go do now? Don't buy.
You're mine, always you're mine. No. Yeah, do your swish and a swash. This one they talk to man. How does it feel to be an almost wedded woman? Boring girl.
I call it in.
Maybe siblings.
The guy who
Why?
Stepsisters.
Don't have one.
Where's tissue? Can you tissue? You know what happened? Then let's go. Wait, after if you come, after follow. Like I follow Shane.
Smile now, they are snapping you.
I don't know what to see there.
Oh, look at you.
When?
Are you leaving your stuff?
Yes. So you
Are you coming back in?
Yes.
Okay, so we will check out then.
Yes.
Oh yeah, no, let's proceed.
Is this the way?
Yes.
What's
We
the number?
let's see without.
Yeah.
Let's see your type. Yeah, it's fine, it's not okay. God, our groove.
see you guys in my leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think. Ask me what more questions. I actually like answering questions about my wedding, my marriage, well, not about my marriage, my wedding. Yeah, and I'll be more than happy to help. I can give you tips on how to convince your parents, because I'm 22. We're really young. We are really young. So yeah, leave your comments, let me know what you think, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Let me use my ring hand. Bye. Bye guys.